This is NBC News for Universal Kids. I'm Savannah Sellers, and here's your Week in Review. Fighting wildfires. 2018 was a record-setting year for wildfires in the western United States. California firefighters battled the largest wildfire in the state's history. Fighting wildfires can be dangerous, so firefighters have to go through lots of training to learn how to do it safely. At Clemson University in South Carolina, experienced firefighters teach students how to fight wildfires and how to prevent them from growing out of control. They use a process called prescribed or controlled burning.
We like to put fire on the ground under our conditions, under our terms.
The future firefighters learn where and when to set small fires and how to monitor them closely.
So I'm going to put a dot.
These small controlled fires burn away vegetation, the dried leaves, grasses, and underbrush found in fields and forests. With these things carefully burned away, wildfires don't have the fuel they need to grow.
We need young people to understand how fire works and how to use that fire to manage our land so that we in the future have less catastrophic fire.
Someday, these future firefighters will be in the field to help and prevent wildfires. The lottery. Each year, millions of people in the United States buy tickets for all different types of lotteries. Why? Well, they dream of taking home the jackpot, winning lots of money. One recent winning ticket was worth more than $1.5 billion. That's more money than Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, and Beyonce earn combined. So how does someone win? First, people have to buy tickets and pick numbers. Then the winning numbers are randomly drawn. If a ticket's numbers match the winning numbers, then whoever has that ticket gets to take home the money. But don't go running to the store just yet. In most places, you have to be at least 18 years old to buy a ticket. And depending on how many people play each time, the chance of winning could be about 1 in 300 million. So you're more likely to win an Olympic gold medal than the lottery. The lucky few who do win the lottery don't get to keep all the money. A lot of the money goes to the government in taxes. Then that money could be used to support education or protect the environment. People have mixed opinions on the lottery. Some think it's a waste of money, but others think it's a chance of a lifetime. And now, have you seen this? The world's longest bridge. It's 34 miles long. That's almost 600 football fields and took almost 10 years to build. It links Hong Kong, China with Macau and goes across the Pearl River Delta through an undersea tunnel in just 30 minutes. Migrants and refugees. Who are they? Migrants are people who leave their country and try to enter a new country. They might leave to look for a better job or to be with their families. But refugees leave to escape dangers, like war, a lack of food, or a natural disaster. Refugees feel that their lives are in danger, so they go to a different country to seek asylum or protection. If that new country believes that a refugee is truly in danger and fears going back to his or her country, it can offer asylum. This past year, you may have seen pictures of thousands of people from Central America moving together in a caravan of migrants, trying to enter the United States through the southern border. Some of them said they were fleeing violence in their own countries, so they wanted to seek asylum in the U.S. According to the United Nations, worldwide, over 68 million people have been forced to leave their homes. That's the same number of people living in our two most populated states, California and Texas. Of those people, about 25 million are considered refugees, and half of all refugees are children. So watch to see how countries respond to the millions of people moving around the world to find a better life. Space weather. Space weather is an activity on the sun that we experience here on Earth. The most common space weather is the beautiful aurora borealis, or northern lights. Like nature's fireworks, they dance across the night sky in areas of the world close to the North Pole. Green, purple, red, even pink. And just like snowflakes, no two ever look the same. There are always different patterns and colors in the lights. The northern lights happen when a coronal mass ejection, or CME, throws lots of energy and light particles away from the sun's surface. It's kind of like the sun is burping right at us, but instead of hearing a funny sound, we see a light show. Most of the time, we just experience space weather as the northern lights, but it can cause power outages. Scientists closely monitor the sun all the time, so we get plenty of warning if severe space weather is coming. Want to try to see space weather in action? Head north towards places like Alaska, Canada, and Iceland, where the northern lights shine bright. And now, have you seen this? New York City's newest superstar. In November, a colorful mandarin duck was spotted waddling around Central Park, and people flocked to see it. This kind of bird is usually only found in Asia, and it ducked all of the questions about how it got to the Big Apple. The FBI. That's the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The FBI's mission is to protect the American people, defend the Constitution, and enforce the laws of the United States from coast to coast.
This is the FBI.
All FBI agents are trained at the headquarters in Quantico, Virginia, in law enforcement, policing, and intelligence operations, spying. FBI agents investigate things like cyber attacks and crimes involving lots of money. And they protect the United States against foreign spies. The FBI has offices in all big cities across the country, and they help the local police do their jobs. Sometimes they work in other countries too. President Theodore Roosevelt started the FBI over 100 years ago as cities were growing, technology was advancing, and crime was increasing. And what started as a small group has grown into 30,000 people working at the FBI, from special agents to scientists. The FBI is always busy, and they're always in the news. They usually work in secret, so people don't hear about their investigations until they're over. And now, have you seen this? The Maryland Zoo in Baltimore came to the rescue of a box turtle with a broken shell. They performed surgery on the little guy, and to help him heal, they designed a special mini wheelchair made out of building blocks. That calls for a shell abrasion. That's our look at this week's NBC News for Universal Kids. Now, go join the conversation.